Welcome to Field of Glory 2 Medieval. This one of a paired match against Sweetness of the Southern Welsh with English allies against the English with Scots allies. And I start off pretty good terrain. So the Southern Welsh are very bow heavy, and if we can stick to the terrain and shoot up his medium foot before impact, that could be good enough. You can also get Welsh spearmen, which are medium foot deep spear units. The opposing list also gets these Welsh spearmen and the Galwegian foot swordsmen, in addition to knights. Light longbowmen. I'm tempted, but 36 points is kind of a lot. Not sure if I'm that tempted. I will grab knights of my own for the open country here and back them up with light archers, light javelin men. Get more knights. It's going to be difficult to use them, but I think it's still worth having them. And what for an infantry line? Armored defensive spearmen? Sure. Spearmen to filter into this open ground. There we go. And missile support. What else? Push some kerns into the forest. And light javelin horse. Yes, please. Not a lot of armies get very much light horse in medieval, so that advantage should be useful. I will grab the light longbowman. I like the mobility, I like the evasion, and it sounds fun. We'll see if they were actually worth it after the fight. Mounted crossbowmen. That sounds useful. And Welsh longbowmen. And I might ditch one unit of these defensive spearmen, giving us 53 points. Let's grab some more noble cavalry. Maybe I can use them for a zone of control locks of some kind. So we accept. Generals are kind of distributed. And I really have no idea which army list has the advantage here. There we go. Right then, let's see that force comp and deployment. Corps of Knights, a lot of missile troops here, and the Galwegians, just like I did, so they're medium impact foot warriors. Spread out our Welsh spearmen. And throw the lights forward just to slow things down and threaten rear charges. Very good. Kerns into the forest. Knights can stay behind the cover of our own archers. Shift a unit of raw spearmen over. And a unit of noble cavalry. These are protected superior lancers swordsmen, which would have sounded nice in the Field of Glory 2 Ancients, but plus 100 POA versus any mounted except knightly lancers. So yeah, They can do fine against infantry, at least holding them up, but they don't have that crushing charge against foot, and they get swept away by heavy lancers. So we'll need to watch out. Alright, and then I suppose one thing I will do, you can hit the hotkey H to change the bandits from historical to more visible ones when the colors are similar, like so. It's not as pretty, but it'll make it easier to tell what the hell is going on. Next turn. Let's get cavalry towards these Galwegians and longbowmen to pepper them with arrows as they advance. These are heavy foot, so we'll try to get them to fill the gap in the open. And I might use my noble cavalry lancers to zone of control lock this infantry advance. Just lurk on the fringes with the light horse. It's what they do best. One, two, three, four, so we'll still be out of bow shot. We are risking some initial disruptions here, but I'm just going to accept that in order to seize this hill. If I'm lucky, Sweetness will forget about these kerns, and I can do some kind of ambush with them. They're not very good at doing anything else, really. And yeah, more cavalry. Here we go. Next turn. Good. Where are those knights going? Interesting. Should I try for a catch? Or just shoot back? Consider this. Meanwhile, infantry forward and forward. And we're going to push you lot towards the zone of control lock against this Galwegian foot. Get in the rear and try for a flank charge. No. Alright. I think there's more. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3 non-light missile troops. It's a little bit unfortunate. Try to get behind. We'll want to go for rear charges. Four. Good. And take that hill. Waste arrows? I don't think so. You turn back around. Good. Kerns, Ford. Knights. What do we do? Yes, 2 units of knights moving that way. Up to Seaside Hill. Good. These are what? Defensive spearmen, so even the Kerns might do okay on impact. And let's withdraw out of bowshot for the moment. Next turn we can charge. Next turn. Okay, well, first off, I want to target the Galwegian foot with the knights. Is downhill against the knights? Pretty favorable overall. Occupy the hill. And the hill. Keep working your way around. Threaten rear charges. Do the same thing here. Held firm. And here. Nothing. Alright. Lock in these Scottish spearmen. Push in with our Welsh spearmen. Let's target the Galwegians for some archery. Good. Where's our command for this element? There. Put it on the Galwegians. Occupy that center ground. Let's... Take a risk. Good. Then, let's go for a disruption on these Galwegians as well. They're lightly protected, so it's doable. Not guaranteed. Clearly. Damn. Maybe I can try... Nope. I don't think there is a way I can... Maybe if I'm here? Come on now. Good. Can get ready to fight the disrupted units. Push in our defensive spears. Well, leave that lane of fire open for the archers for the moment. And occupy the higher ground. Here we go. Next up, we could push a knightly charge. Let's force these knights to move soon. In the meantime, get up there and Shove them off. Target these mounted crossbowmen not because it's especially valuable to kill them, but because they might be disrupted more easily. Oh. Noble cavalry. Let's general up on this unit and get it into charge range. Alright. Now we are quite committed. Next turn. One of his lights just rallied, not a huge deal. I mean, that's not the best. Protected his archers, too bad for me. Should bounce that. Which we do. They're disrupted, so we should be able to hold them. Good. It's charging uphill before it gets shot at anymore. Makes sense. Okay, might be able to work with that. 30%. 32. Huh. Can we try... No, it's not a flank attack. I'm not behind them. Right, let's try for one here then. Nope. And here. No. Very well, into this disrupted unit. Good. In that case, I might just charge with the archers and hope they fail cohesion. Which they do. Cause a break and a disruption. And excellent. Okay, that's pretty good. Held firm. Do I intervene? Probably not the best idea. Let's see how this goes first. Huh. Not bad. Let's... Oh hell, let's just do it. Good. I don't know how much I care about riddling these guys with arrows, but who else am I going to riddle with arrows? You have nothing else to do either. Alright, let's hope for best then. Good. Might be able to inflict a disruption there. Really, what else am I going to do? If we charge here and then turn and charge here, then we can get flanked by the archers. So we shouldn't do that. Bounced. Let's block the arrow fire. Interesting. It's worth a shot. Well, let's just slow this whole bunch down. Threaten a flank. Push into these woods if you can. Follow up. Yeah. It's so tempting, but I can't afford to lose this unit, so it's going to have to sit. Face away for the moment. Next turn. Make good progress. Can we keep it up? What does that do for us? Nothing. Too bad. Interesting that we didn't evade. I guess they are disrupted. Oh. Ouch. They're disrupted as well. Huh. Ooh, bad luck. We had the advantage in that combat, but we lost it anyway. Alright. Well. Shoot up these Galwegians. And charge. Okay. Threaten a flank, which you'll counter with the Highlanders. We've got to try. Okay, I've had it. Shove these off. We need to be doing something. Well, it's not very helpful now, but maybe it will be later. Do we dare? I think we do. As casualties are suffered, it'll turn in our favor to the large unit size. Do we fall back? No. In that case, we need to try to... Actually, I moved this unit. Yeah, okay. We'll mess with that in a moment. First off, try for a frag. No. Okay, try to get out of the way. No, alright, we're going to lose to a knightly charge then. Then what? We have our own knights that we could use here. Well, let's try to even it out. No, they hold firm. Oh, I did not catch that. Definitely should have zoned in this unit instead, but I just didn't. Oops. Let's shoot up these Islesmen. Held firm. Annoying. Well, hit the archers. Good. Well, looks like it's not going to happen, but we're going to keep trying out of lack of anything better to do. I was feeling much better about this last turn. This disruption really concerns me. Next turn. Oop, let's flip those banners back. Yeah, there's that flank. What does that do to us? Knights are tough. Can take a lot of punishment without dropping. I'm surprised they held firm there. If we double drop them, we don't get Okay. Alright. Knights are always unpredictable. Oh no. Now both of our general double units of knights are fragged. That helps a little bit. Maybe we can push that advantage. Well, first let's try to hit these Galwegians. No. Well, riddle them with arrows. And then try again. No. Alright. Hopefully don't lose this. Good. Do we charge here to avoid getting shot at? Turn. Let's resolve this melee first. What does that do for us? Damn. These Highlanders are medium foot, well, warriors, and thus basically medium foot, so they can charge our longbowmen here no problem. And we're disrupted. Oh, it's ugly. It's damned ugly. These lights will probably break here. Yep. Into the forest and start threatening the rear whatever way you can. Okay, then what? Try to drop these Islesmen. Held firm. Try again. Good. Then what we can do, either keep shooting, but then we might get rear charge here. So instead, we'll zone them in uphill. We'll charge here and probably just bounce off. Oh no, a disruption. We might be able to capitalize on that. What does this do for us? Break, good. It helps, but probably won't save our knights here. Maybe we'll pursue into these crossbowmen. If I turn to maneuver elsewhere, they'll just rear charge us, I think. Let's do this bad thing as well. No break yet. Wheel, and we're going to accept the risk of a rear charge so that we can at least threaten these units. Archers, huh? Try to rally. Maybe even... I don't know, if we move here, they'll just charge in. We need the extra turn to attempt a rally. Okay. Do anything with you? No, not a great idea. So we're still up, substantially, but we've got a lot of red. Well, not the red of our banners, but the evil red of fragmentation. Next turn, I hear a rally horn right there and right there. So my life's about to get more difficult. Impact into archers? We lucked out. Probably, yeah, disrupt. Got my flank. Guess I should have charged. Nice. Ooh. Maybe they'll rally up to steady. Kinda doubt it. Okay, this is just terrible. Well, let's see if we can't frag these knights. Come on now, it's better than that. Held firm. That means we can't charge here. Okay. Held firm. Let's... if we charge here, we might be able to drive into the mounted crossbowmen next turn. Maybe. Let's go for a drop here. No. And we can't do so here without locking ourselves in, which is an awful idea. So we'll just have to get ready for next turn. Now here I could withdraw. I might disrupt if I do so. Try it anyway. Lucky us. Instead, our defensive spearmen will take the hit downhill. I'm sure that'll go great. There we go. Alright, we haven't rallied here, and this is all about to be bad. At least we get to cause a drop with our archers. Ooh, look at that. Saving the day. Unless we auto-break. But we don't auto-break. And now, if they charge, we can flank them unless we get pushed back. Very good. Let's see. I think if we move here, we can threaten a flank charge next turn if we haven't broken already. Start harassing these archers out of a lack of anything better to do. First time these javelinmen have done something all game. Yeah. Alright, did the currents charge? Not the best idea. I think I'd rather just stand on my hill. More archers, huh? And more shooting. There we go. Alright, I feel a little bit better now. Next turn. There we go. Yeah, that's not gonna go great. It didn't go great. That's not gonna go great either. It also absolutely did not. Ooh. Ugh. Okay, well here we're blocked in, so once he rallies, our knights are doomed. So, with that in mind, I think I will try to set up flank charges on any of these units that I can. We'll charge in here because the knights are coming for us anyway. No dice. Okay. Break this unit, see if that breaks the knights too. Does not, no surprise. They don't tend to run away. Riddle them with arrows next and see what that does. And the longbow capability just means that it suffers less against armored troops. So here it's bow versus heavily armored mounted minus 41. Here it's minus 28 for the longbowmen. So they don't quite ignore armor the way that crossbowmen do. Okay. I can only hope that they don't rally up right away so that I can do this. Oh, it would be so bad if they rallied up right away. I probably should have moved the lights out of the way and pushed in these non-lights to zone of control lock them. But I did not think of that. Yeah. Fragged Galwegians pursuing these light archers. Okay, here we probably break. Something I can do about it. What does that do to our cohesion? Nothing. Good. Then we threaten a flank attack while pouring in the arrows. That was our last full ammo volleys that we had, so that worked out nicely. Let's try that. Nope. Okay. Very nice. The impact failed to disrupt us at least, so we are up substantially due to being protected and spearmen. Steady spearmen, that is. Go for the break. Good. We'll probably break ourselves here, which could disrupt us. But it did not. What to do? Threaten more rear charges, I suppose. Okay, theoretically, that's a win. And the GG. Let's see if anything happens in the final pursuit phase. Rally on his disrupted infantry. Like I feared, so I would have lost this wing soon. But it doesn't matter. So, I mean, this hill and this rough were just magnificent, and it's always going to be tough for Sweetness to make headway attacking here. One key moment of the battle was early on, before we even really made contact, when my archers disrupted his advancing Galwegian impact foot. A few things to take note of. The Galwegians are a great unit. They're 33-point impact sword warriors, graded as medium foot for disorder purposes, in other words. But part of the reason that they're only 33 points is that they are lightly protected. So archers can generally, longbowmen have their effect against armor reduced compared to regular archers, but that only kicks in once we're looking at, I believe, some armor and above, or armored and above. So protected or lightly protected, it doesn't matter. But the point is, either way, the Galwegians are going to take more casualties and thus be at more risk of cohesion checks pushing in across the open. And lucky for me, they disrupted. Next up, the Noble Cavalry. These were surprisingly useful, so they're cheaper in points cost than in Fog 2 Ancients, because they fare very badly against knights and they can't evade. But they do just fine running down archers and raw infantry, and they can still zone a control lock heavier infantry. Now, heavy infantry that tries to shove them off with a charge isn't at as much risk of disruption as doing the same thing against knights, but it's still iffy, so you can use these sorts of units to kind of hold up the advance. Unless the enemy has good missile support, of course. Here, I ended up largely finding a delaying action, and had things gone on, I definitely would have lost all 3 of these units, without a doubt. And here, the archery came into play, and shooting up these knights was where having a longbowman did matter, where it did help to get those extra cohesion drops. The light longbowmen are a fun unit. I think they're maybe 36 points. They're really spendy for a light unit, but they might well be worth it. So yeah, I've been playing around with different army lists, trying to figure out what will be good for season 10 of the Digital League. Ultimately, I don't think I would take in a Welsh army, even with more solid allies. The archers are just so squishy. It worked here, but I had this giant hill and a huge patch of rough. Had we been fighting on an open plain or something, I think I would have got bowled over. So we'll keep searching for armies to apply for in Season 10 of the League. Good game, Sweetness, as always, and till next time.